Welcome to SnowRunner. SnowRunner is a sandbox-style trucking simulator that can be played solo or with friends. In SnowRunner, you basically take things from one place to another through challenging terrain in order to progress. This terrain is made easier to pass through with better trucks and upgrades. Upgrading trucks is done in garages. These upgrades are unlocked by leveling up and through the means of purchase. Some upgrades are found in hidden locations in each map. Leveling up and getting money is most efficiently done by completing the game's contracts and tasks. These have you transport materials and goods in order to build infrastructure around the map and complete the regional progress, which is viewed on the global map. These contracts are required to level up and progress to new areas. Along the way, you will face various types of challenging terrain, including rivers, swamps, mud, rocks, ice, snow, cliffs, slopes, extremely uneven ground, and hills that can have any of the aforementioned terrain too. On long and challenging contracts, it's advised to at least somewhat plan your route and be conscious of your fuel. The further you get into the game, the better trucks and upgrades you will have access to, but you will also have to traverse more challenging terrain and maps that require more difficult and lengthy contracts. As a rule of thumb, good trucks are fuel efficient, have all-wheel drive and diff lock, have good tire choices, and have a high power to rate ratio, all of which can be achieved through upgrades and exploration. Upgrades in SnowRunner are crucial to making driving easier. They can be viewed and applied in garages. Engines, gearboxes, suspension, tires, winches, frame add-ons, and more can be customized on every SnowRunner vehicle. Engine upgrades offer more powerful engines in order to get better power to rate ratio, which for all trucks is seen here. These more powerful engines come with a downside, that being worse fuel consumption. Gearboxes offer differing gearbox setups including fine-tune and freeway. Fine-tune offers 3 types of low gears, one being very low, the other being a normal low, and lastly, a high-low. These help find the sweet spot when you are struggling in swamps or mud. Suspension upgrades offer lifted suspension in order to have better ground clearance. Winches offer upgrades to help get yourself unstuck. Winches can attach to trees and other vehicles. Winching to a stronger and more powerful vehicle and having that vehicle pull the stuck vehicle out is the best way to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Frame add-ons can be used to haul different types of cargo or trailers, but also maintenance and fuel points. Tires. Tire upgrades offer different tire types. Some that are more suited for highway use and some that are more suited for mud and swamps. Different tires have different grip in different terrain, which is valued through traction multipliers of 0 to 3.5, higher value being grippier. Contact area with the ground improves grip, which means wider tires with more contact on the ground gives you better grip. There's also 2 types of snow in SnowRunner, that being hard snow and soft snow. Hard snow is seen the same in the game files as dirt, and soft snow is seen the same in the game files as mud. Most highway tires offer 2 to 3.2 grip on asphalt, 0.8 to 1.2 grip on dirt, and a slippery 0.2 to 0.4 in mud. All-terrain tires are a great in-between, having 1 to 1.9 grip on asphalt, 1.4 to 3 grip on dirt, and 1 to 1.5 grip in mud. Off-road tires suffer on asphalt but excel in dirt and mud, as the name implies. On asphalt they offer 0.8 to 1.2 grip, on dirt they offer 2 to 3.2 grip, and in mud they get 1.1 to 3.5 grip. Mud tires are best for difficult maps and have horrible asphalt grip at 0.3 to 1.2. On dirt they get 1.7 to 3, and in mud where they excel, they get 1.3 to 3.5. Chain tires. It might make sense that chain tires would be the best in the game, but especially in soft snow. But in reality, mud tires perform better. Chain tires only excel on ice, and in the game files it actually has chain tires quote unquote ignore ice, which means they treat ice basically as asphalt. On asphalt, chain tires get 0.9 to 1.2 grip, on dirt they get 2 to 3 grip, and in mud they get 1.1 to 1.3. Just remember, mud is the same as soft snow, and dirt is the same as hard snow. Fuel. Fuel efficiency is heavily important in SnowRunner as it's always something the player has to be mindful of. Fuel consumption in SnowRunner is measured in gallons per minute. Fuel is consumed so quick that miles per gallon would be too small. So gallons per mile, or gallons per minute, is a more accurate way to measure fuel loss in SnowRunner. Fuel consumption is measured based on how hard your truck is working to move itself, meaning that on downhills and top gear, you will get pretty good fuel consumption, but uphill through deep mud, you will get horrible fuel consumption. Some maps will have gas stations, but not all. It is advised to have a truck designated to hauling fuel be sitting somewhere along your planned route in order to gas up your 4-gallon-a-minute truck. Gears. For a relaxed experience, you can sit in automatic and for the most part be fine. But if the road is frequently changing from asphalt to dirt to mud to snow, you might want to consider low or high. High gear is best for light mud on flat or downhill terrain. It offers a decently quick speed, and with enough momentum, you won't have to worry about stalling. In high gear though, if you are beginning to lose speed and bog, you can stall the truck. Low gear is used when you find yourself in a swamp, mud hole, or deep soft snow moving at a snail's pace. It will spin the tires at a low rate of speed, allowing for a little bit more grip. For some trucks, low gear is required to use diff lock. Diff lock spins both wheels on an axle at the same rate, which helps when you are stuck. A truck with engageable diff lock, meaning that you have to be in low to turn on diff lock, benefits the most from an off-road, SnowRunner, or advanced special gearbox. These gearboxes give you 3 low gears or gradual low gear. For a truck with always on diff lock or no diff lock, freeway, high range, or advanced special gearboxes are recommended. HUD. Your HUD in SnowRunner while in game shows you your gearbox, your handbrake, all-wheel drive, and diff lock if your truck has them, your fuel, your damage, and your functions. In functions, you can start-stop your engine, use the winch, change truck, delete trailers, remove cargo, load cargo, and recover. By accepting and tracking a contract, it will appear on the top right of your HUD with the name and objectives. Your HUD while looking at the local map has you able to make waypoints, skip time, go to global map, and close. On the left side, you can see your objects, which are trucks, trailers, buildings, upgrades, alongside your contracts and your tasks. On the global map, you can see all regions and their descriptions, along with regional progress and the smaller submaps associated with that region. Damage. Damage in SnowRunner is caused when you usually hit something or flip over. You can see all the 5 types of possible damages you can do to a truck in the bottom left of your HUD, that being engine, fuel tank, gearbox, suspension, and tire damage. 100% damage to engine causes the truck to no longer run, and the more damage you do to the engine, the more likely it is to randomly stall, and the worse your fuel consumption will get. Fuel tank damage only has effects once it has received 100% damage. That is when your fuel tank gets so damaged that the icon will turn red and you will start leaking fuel at about 1 liter every 2 seconds. Fully damaged gearbox causes the truck to not be able to move at all. A severely damaged gearbox will have the truck randomly shift into neutral, and the more a gearbox is damaged, the worse fuel consumption it will get. Suspension damage only has effects once reaching 100%. At 100% damage, your ground clearance will be heavily reduced. Tires are either fine or busted. 1 tires to all tires on a truck can become busted. The spare wheel add-on and other certain frame add-ons and trailers can be used to repair busted tires. Busted tires reduce truck's acceleration, speed, ground clearance, and they worsen fuel consumption. Recovery. Recovery in SnowRunner is usually used in the scenario that you flip over. Recovering will send you to the nearest garage, but you will lose any cargo that you were carrying. Using the recovery option can be avoided by getting another truck to flip back over the flip truck, either by force or with a winch. You might want to bring a crane if you flipped over with cargo, because the cargo will probably be sitting on the road. If you happen to find yourself tipped over in a small scout vehicle, you could greatly benefit from investing in an autonomous winch. This is a winch that can be used without the need of the vehicle's engine being able to run. Tips. It is advised that you do all infrastructure and exploration work in a map before you do any large contracts. This will make it easier to traverse the map and you won't have to guess where you are going. The winch. The winch is your best friend. It can get you out of the stickiest situations easily. If you don't like driving through the night, You can always use the skip time feature in the local map. Hot swapping vehicles. In SnowRunner, you can easily change vehicles regardless of where they are. This can come into handy when you are out of fuel or when needing repairs. Be very cautious about tipping over. Tipping over is probably the biggest threat to hampering progress in SnowRunner. The best way to do this is to just keep your truck as level as possible. Sell bad trucks. Selling multiple bad trucks can help you to afford 1 or 2 good trucks. Use trailers that spawn off the map. These trailers sometimes spawn with supplies relevant to a map's contracts and are completely free. Make sure you have good tires. As I deeply explained earlier, tires are a crucial part of the game and will make your life much easier. And lastly, have fun and make all of your trucks bright pink. Thank you for watching. Let me know what I missed and what you want to see more of down in the comments below. Thank you to SnowRunner for making such a great game. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one.